Okay, this is your chakra check follow along. So welcome to the person that you've brought along to volunteer their time. So make sure that your person, we'll refer to them as your client for now. Make sure that your client is lying comfortably. Pillows, blankets if need be. And just taking your pendulum and standing at the head of your client. Holding your pendulum just in your hands. And standing there, take a deep breath in for yourself, centering yourself. And in your mind, repeat after me. I call the light of universal love and healing to me. I call Archangel Michael to me for protection. I call my guides to me. I ask for your help for this chakra check today. For the person's name. For their highest will and good. Okay, now just realize that where you've been calling support from the spiritual realms, your crystal has been tuning in to your client's energy because you've had the crystal beside them this whole time. Just asking your client out loud, say, do I have permission to tune into your energy? We ask for permission because energy is it's a personal thing. It's what we're made of. So getting permission is just the courteous thing to do. So now taking your crystal pendulum and holding it by the very tip, the end, and letting the crystal hang just in front of the crown chakra, which is at the top of your client's head. Remember to hold your arms in the right position so that you're not moving the crystal. Just let it pick up on the client's energy all by itself. If this is your first time doing this, remember your crystal may give you an inaccurate reading because you're still building up the relationship of being able to work together as human and crystal. So just see what it's going to do at the crown. If it doesn't move at all, there's a block. Blocks in the crown chakra can be due to not understanding the deeper connection that the person has with source energy. If there's an imbalance, the crystal will be moving from side to side or doing some funny shape. And in this case, that means the connection with source energy could be stronger. And if you're getting a perfect circle, if the crystal's spinning in a perfect circle, then this person is very much connected to source. They have a complete understanding that they are much more than just their physical body. Okay, so make a note of which direction the pendulum was swinging in or not moving for the crown chakra. And next we move on to the third eye chakra, which is located in the middle of the forehead, between the eyebrows. So once again, just allowing the pendulum to hover over that area, holding your arm so you're not spinning it. Now the third eye relates to intuition or inner guidance. If you're getting a perfect circle, good spin, that means that your client is very intuitive. They can listen to that inner voice that says turn left instead of right, and they listen to it and they follow it. If the pendulum is swinging side to side or doing strange things, this is an imbalance. And this means that your client sometimes hears their inner guidance, but they might doubt it or just not listen to it at all, and this causes imbalances. And a block, if it's not moving at all, if the pendulum is not moving, then the client can't hear it, doesn't listen to it, or just blocks it out completely. So they're getting no direction from their inner guidance, or not open to it. So just make a note of that. Remember, if this is your first time, you could get inaccurate readings. Just practice, keep practicing, and you and your crystal will build a bond together. Now we move on to the throat chakra. So just hovering the crystal over the throat. Now, throat is communication center. So if we're getting a good circle, a nice spin, it means that your client is easy, finds expressing themselves very easy. So they're open to talking about their feelings, their emotions, anything that they need to get off their chest. They will say it in the nicest possible way. Okay. Now, if you're getting a line, if it's just going backwards and forwards or doing some strange shapes, this is an imbalance in the throat chakra area. And imbalances are caused by either talking too much or not saying the things that need to be said. And I find a lot of people have difficulty with that. They hold things in. But they need to realize that things need to be said. It helps to release this energy and pass it on to the next person who needs to hear it, because we're all growing through something. So say what needs to be said in the nicest possible way. If it's not moving at all, the crystal, if it's still, then there is a block, a communication center. Blockages in any chakra can cause pain and a lot of distress in a person's physical body and in their external realities as well. So by all means, balancing these chakras will help greatly. So just making a note of that. And then next we're moving down to the heart chakra, which is in the center of the chest. Just allowing the crystal to hover over the heart chakra and wait for it to pick up on the energy flow. So if we're getting a perfect circle spinning, then your client is open to being able to see the beauty, the love, the happiness, the joy in everything around them, not just relationships, but things out in the world and things within themselves as well. So there's a good balance there. If the pendulum's just swinging side to side or doing a funny shape, this is an imbalance, meaning that quite often they struggle to find the beauty in everyday things and the beauty in themselves as well. And if the pendulum is not moving at all, if there is a block over the heart chakra, this is due to not being able to love oneself as much as you truly can, okay, and not being able to see the joy that's out there. For this, I recommend people just take their shoes off, get outside, get your cup of tea or coffee or your glass of water, put your bare feet on the ground and just watch the tree swaying in the breeze. Watch an ant walking across the ground. Get right into your now moment. A dewdrop on a blade of grass. in the early morning. When you get into your moment, you're appreciating your now. When you begin to appreciate your now moments, this helps with your heart chakra. Okay, it's love, it's joy, it's happiness, and it's so simple just to take a minute, 2 minutes a day to practice this. Okay, the next chakra down is the solar plexus, and this is above the belly button. So if you're not sure where the person's belly button is, just ask and hover the pendulum over the solar plexus chakra area. Now the solar plexus is a personal power center. So this is a big one, this one. If we're getting a nice spinning circle, a perfect circle, then your client is confident. They exude self-empowerment. They know who they are. They're not afraid to get out there and tell the world, hey, this is me and this is how it is. They're fun to be around. They're happy. They have a great sense of humour, curious with life, and just want to get out there and live it and have fun in it. Now, if this pendulum is swinging side to side or doing funny shapes, it means that there's an imbalance in the solar plexus. And quite often these people doubt themselves. They don't but build themselves up to be the best possible version that they can be. There's too many doubts, lack of, not feeling worthy, putting self down. Okay, if there's a block, if the crystal's not moving at all, then there's a block. And these people can be very sad, very withdrawn from life. What I'm talking about here are mainly the emotions, but also realize that each chakra, for example the solar plexus, if there's blocks or imbalances here, this can also cause acid reflux. So you're getting into symptoms, different kinds of symptoms, and you'll get further into that later on down the track in your course. Alright, just make a note of that for your client. Now the next one down is the sacral chakra. This is below the belly button. Once again, if you don't know where the belly button is, just ask your client to place their hand on it and hover the crystal below the belly button. Now the sacral chakra is one of the main things it deals with is the energy of relationships. So if we're having a nice perfect circle spinning, then your client's relationships are wonderful, happy, caring, loving, understanding, and they have a lot of fun with. I'm not just talking about intimate relationships or relationships with children or family, but I'm talking about friends as well. I'm talking about relationships with the coach, okay, that they might be on a sports team of some sort. Relationship with the bus driver. If the bus driver picks them up every day, there's a relationship there. Okay, the mate down the road that calls around occasionally. Relationship. And they're all good if you're getting a perfect spinning circle. If the pendulum is moving side to side or doing strange shapes, there's an imbalance in this chakra energy, which means the relationships obviously could be better. There could be doubt there. There could be distrust, feeling of rejection. And if the crystal's not moving at all, there's a block. Okay, blocks can mean very heavy things in relationships. For example, well, no relationship at all, loneliness, not getting anywhere, lack of communication skills. So you can match this with the throat chakra and see what's happening there. But all the chakras all add up together. You'll get a bigger picture. when you finish the entire check. Now, make a note of that one. And the next one down, the last one, is the root chakra. Okay, this is at the base of the spine. But remember, chakras go all the way through the whole body. Okay, so they're coming out the front and out the back. So just allowing the crystal to hover over the root chakra area and let it pick up on any energy movement there. Now, if we're getting a perfect spinning circle, one of the things that the root chakra relates to is money. And that's always a big one for a lot of people. So if your client is feeling abundant with money, money can come in and go out, and it just keeps coming in and going out and coming in and going out. This is the flow of life. So that'd be a perfectly spinning circle there. If the pendulum is swaying side to side or doing strange shapes, this is an imbalance. Imbalances around money, also around the living environment. So the root chakra is very much one of the basic survival modes. So you've got money, you've got shelter, the place that you live. And obviously if you've got a block there, it won't be moving at all, the crystal. Blocks can be caused by lack of finances, poor living conditions, and the job that you're in might not be fulfilling or as exciting as it could be. So just make a note of the root chakra as well. Now, walking back up to the head of the client and just placing a hand either side of the head and closing your eyes, and in your own words, just give thanks for your team that has been helping you through each of these checks. So just quietly in your mind, repeat after me. Thank you for helping with this chakra check today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, your chakra check is done. Can help you climb up very slowly off the table. And just, people really do need to understand that any chakra check, any chakra reading that you get happens in that moment. Okay, chakra energy can move at the flick of a thought. Everything is energy. And if you start to build your thoughts up, empower yourself, your chakra energy changes as well, as so does the physicalness of your body, the health of your body, the money out there in your reality, the relationships. Everything is energy. Okay, and it all begins with the way that you're thinking about a certain thing. So when you change your thoughts, you're changing your chakra energy, which in turn is changing your physical body, your money, your health, your relationships, your living situations, the people that are in your life, the people that will go out of your life, the house that you live in, the car that you drive, the job that you're doing. It's absolutely everything. Energy flows where attention goes. Check on your chakras. They'll let you know which way your energy has been flowing, and you can change it with a flick of a thought.